The political temperature in Tamil Nadu is rising ahead of the Erode East bypoll. And joining us now, Mr. K. Annamalai, the BJP Chief in Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much for your time. It's a bypoll that's being seen as a referendum for the ruling DMK's 19-month-long rule. What are the issues the BJP, as part of the AIADMK Alliance, planning to raise this time?
There are many issues, sir. And you rightly said, in a way, it is a referendum because after 22 months of a government in power, it's time for people to decide how do they perceive this government in action to be. At the same time, this bypoll, as you will see today, tomorrow, when you see around the Erode East, it is also news for all the wrong reasons. Whatever is happening in Erode, it is happening for all the wrong reasons. No bypoll has happened like this. Every single ward, some minister is there. All kinds of freebies being thrown around everywhere. So I would say people's anger is very, very high. No doubt about that. 22 months, especially their poll manifesto, out of 517 promises they have kept, I don't think they have fulfilled even 50 out of it properly. And the failure of law and order, many other reasons, especially women folks are very angry. 1,000 rupees they have promised they will give ration card every month. They have promised 100 rupees subsidy for each cylinder every month. So 22 months now. It is not 1 month, 2 months, or 6 months. So state government has kind of lost out all the reasons. They used to give out some reasons tomorrow, day after, or something or the other. Now they have failed in giving a proper reason also. I would say the anger is quite high. It is very evident when you go across the constituency. That is why DMK has also put a lot of ministers. Last count, more than 20 ministers are inside because they believe they can sail through it with their money and muscle power. We will see, sir.
Western Tamil Nadu was largely perceived to be a bastion, a stronghold of the AIADMK. It's also true that by-elections largely go in favor of the ruling party, whichever party is in power. What does the BJP bring to the table in this scenario?
So what we bring to the table, yes, in the Western Belt, a lot of things have happened in the Western Belt, especially with respect to the economic development. If you look at all the budgets our government has presented, especially for the weavers, especially for the textile sector, many things our central government has done over a point of time. And the image for BJP, especially in the Western Belt, is quite high because we have come to their rescue. Cotton price increase, many places we have come to their rescue. So people have a very good image towards BJP. And second, the image of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is also at an all-time high in Tamil Nadu. So I would say, combined with the DMK's unpopularity and adding to it the BJP gaining strength, and adding to it the local ADMK candidate who is in the constituency now, who is standing for the election. He is also a very well-known candidate, a local person. Previously was an MLA of the same constituency. So all those factors combinedly should help our candidate to win.
Initially, there were indications by the BJP that you would contest this bypoll. What happened after that? Are you lacking in confidence to fight it alone?
BJP was very clear from day one. It is not our election. If you remember, the day bypoll got notified, I was very clear to the press that this is not our election. Our election is 2024. And second, being a part of a coalition, it is important that we adhere to the coalition dharma also, which we have made it very clear. And BJP, right from day one, was very clear. The coalition dharma should be adhered to. And second, BJP is not interested in contesting because it is never ever going to be a election. 2024 is going to be an election, which is 1 year from now, where we have to be accountable to the public for 10 years of our rule, which we are very clear will be accountable to the public what we have done. So second, and yes, of course, we did something in the last just before the nomination process was getting over, that we wanted a common consensus candidate. BJP was very clear about it because, you know, as you will see in a bypoll with taking on the money power and the muscle power of the DMK government, you can't have multiple candidates in the fray. That will send a very negative signal also. Second, the votes will get split here and there. And thirdly, very sadly also, the erstwhile NDA coalition that PMK chose to abstain, DMDK has decided to put up a candidate, and all these things have happened. So, unlike if you look at the opposite party, it is a single candidate they have put from the Congress side. So, we have to balance every other thing. In this fray, BJP also going inside and creating more trouble, which will not keep a coalition in a proper shape.
Initially, the AIADMK didn't have pictures of the BJP leaders. There is some kind of a trust deficit, what many see. Are you sensing that?
I don't think so, sir. There's no question of trust deficit, and normally
They see the BJP perhaps as a liability.
I don't think anybody sees BJP as a liability, and BJP brings some unique things to the table. Likewise, ADMK brings some unique things to the table. BJP brings a lot of freshness to the table. If you go and see the fresh voters now, 18 to 35, and many of the voters are towards the BJP side without any doubt in Tamil Nadu. So of course we bring and yes, like, unlike other parties who have got a 5-time, 7-time MLA in each constituency, we don't have that. So we are fast building up our ground presence, and that doesn't mean that ADMK has got a trust deficit BJP or BJP has got a trust deficit with ADMK. We were clear right from day one in a bypoll, as you rightly said when you asked the question previously. Post elections, if you look at the independent India, the election that happened after 1947, I was given a statistics that 18% of bypolls have favored the ruling party. That in a state like Tamil Nadu, it favors the ruling party very high. In that case, yes, BJP has to do something. We have to do some kind of a maneuvering. We have to talk to our coalition partners, and we have to wait till the last minute because we wanted a common candidate to come in and fight. And we cannot, as a national party, responsible party, we cannot declare anything on day one just for the heck of it. We can't do that. So we are happy now. The candidate is gaining ground. People's support is coming towards him. And come February 2027, he will get a lot of votes from the public here.
In spite of a common candidate from the AIADMK, the perception again is the AIADMK is a divided house because of the tussle between Mr. EPS and OPS. Does that worry the BJP?
Sir, we have said very clearly, we don't actually get into the internal affairs of a party. But in this case, in Erode East, if you remember, sir, it is uh, more like a consensus candidate who's standing in ADMK symbol.
Right.
And it is our responsibility to put our firepower behind that candidate to make sure he wins that election. That is why we all of us are working into it. Now, with respect to whether there is an interim general secretary, whether this, whether that, whether it should be a coordinator, deputy coordinator, that is for the parties to decide. Because as you understand, it is already in the court, and the court is going to be the final arbiter with respect to the shape of the party itself, whether it is going to be a general secretary or it is going to be a coordinator, deputy coordinator. So we don't want to get into it. So as I've said very clearly also, it's ADMK symbol, it's a candidate, and we have decided to put our whole resources behind this candidate to make him win.
While you say there's no trust deficit between the AIADMK and the BJP, there's no united joint campaign by you and Mr. EPS together, the top leaders.
It's not about united campaign. It is all we give our time whenever it is comfortable, convenient, wherever they want us. For example, today and tomorrow for 2 full days, I am here in Erode, and likewise, different leaders come at different points of time. So in a bypoll, it is not necessary that all of you have to be on stage at the same point of time. It is not necessary. It is not like a Lok Sabha poll or an assembly poll which goes on for 30 days at different times, where you have to be there together in one stage at one point of time. It's a bypoll. Not necessarily you got to have one stage, all of us stand together and speak. I don't believe in that theory also. But internally, we are very good. And each Karyakarta is combining with the other Karyakarta at the ground level, which you will see today, tomorrow also when you go around the constituency, sir. I don't think that is an issue per se, because timing is always a problem. And today, tomorrow, I am here. Then EPS might be here in some other time. He was there yesterday. Is there in 24, 25. Likewise, if you see the other parties' campaign also, it is happening like that only.
You have shaken up the BJP Tamil Nadu, BJP in Tamil Nadu. For the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, do you think the alliance will continue, or do you think the BJP would have become more confident to fight it alone?
Sir, you all know, sir, you are a very senior reporter. BJP has got a very structured mechanism, and we got our senior leaders, parliamentary board, which decides on the alliance. As of now, there is no problem in the alliance. We are all sailing together, sailing well, and PM enjoys very high confidence among the Tamil people. We have to put that to test in 2024, unlike 2019 or 2014, where some things were against us. There was an artificial narrative against us in 2019. 2014 was a different ball game, where Amma was projected as a prime ministerial candidate from here. So 2024, we believe is going to be BJP's year. So we believe there has to be united front, and all of us have to take on, because you're taking on the ruling DMK, which is not dearth of money power and muscle power. So alliance is continuing. There is no confusion. That is why I'm standing here in Erode canvassing for the ADMK candidates.
Why I'm asking is that recently one of the AIADMK leaders, Mr. Ponnigan, had referred to how, in his words, the BJP had toppled governments of its own friends in other states, and so we are exercising caution with BJP, had said.
So I've given a reply to that also. Normally, what happens in a party, every leader wants to make a comment, and thereby every leader wants to believe his comment is the party's comment. So I chose to ignore that leader's particular comment here. If you look at the BJP's history across India, it is there is a party in Indian politics which is adhering to the coalition dharma, it is BJP. I can give you examples in Bihar, where after the election results, though we came number one in the coalition, but we still made Nitish Kumarji to be the chief minister because we respected the coalition dharma. It's altogether different matter that Nitish Kumarji chose to discuss. We went outside. The same thing with Shiv Sena. As Amit Shah ji was talking yesterday, that it is Shiv Sena after the elections happened, they wanted a chief minister, which there was no agreement. So thereby the alliance broke, and where BJP was not at fault. Just yesterday, our Amit Shah ji has spoken. So if you look at every single place where BJP was in an alliance or the alliance leader broke with us, it is not, we are not responsible. Of course, yes, BJP is ambitious. I'm not denying it. And we believe we have to come to power in Tamil Nadu at our own strength. In the future, we should come. I'm also not masking it, denying it. But we
Some
want
are
to.
worried perhaps in the context of how BJP has what many call as engineering defection in other parties where it would like to capture power.
I don't again think so, sir. The reason is if you look at the Eknath Shinde faction coming out, the it is Shiv Sena's internal problem where they projected his son and they were running it like a family company. And Eknath Shinde chose to come out. Then he aligned with BJP. Then Eknath Shinde is chief minister. Now, how are we responsible, sir? Likewise, Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, Assam, when he came out of Congress, when he joined BJP, he saw chief minister in Assam. How are we responsible? Of course, yes, some leaders come out. They chose to come and join BJP. I can talk about Scindia's and Biswa Sarma ji, and you can talk about Eknath Shinde ji. If you look at it, everybody has got a very peculiar problem, and they felt wronged. They decided to come out of a system. They chose to join hands with BJP. But arguing that BJP was responsible for every single thing that happened, I don't think is correct also, sir. Likewise, in Tamil Nadu, we are neither here nor to grow on somebody's weakness. We are very clear we want to grow on our strength, increase our presence, organization metal, develop second level grassroots leaders. And of course, we live in a coalition arrangement. Yes, I've made my intentions very clear as the party chief. Also, BJP has to grow. When BJP is growing, of course, there will be certain irritants in a relationship because you are a junior partner to somebody for a long point of time. Somebody suddenly you start cadres start flexing their muscle. It starts putting a very negative vibe. I'm not denying it, sir. All said and done, but we want to grow it organically on our strength, not by pulling anybody down and climbing on their shoulders and growing up. That is never in our DNA.
Two-time Coimbatore MP, BJP's Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan is now a governor. Is it fair to presume that Mr. Annamalai will be the BJP's Lok Sabha candidate for Coimbatore next time?
Sir, my role, the party has made it very clear is to grow the party. So my 90% of the time goes into organizational politics. So I don't think 2024 is election politics for me, sir, because I have to run around along with other people also grow the party. So CP Radhakrishnan ji has become the governor of Jharkhand in his own metal. Because I would like to again argue, if you look at CP Radhakrishnan ji is not only a two-time MP, he was also a choir board chairman. He was also the Kerala BJP Prabhari. He was also the committee members in different committees in parliament. So he had got a very outstanding profile, well-rounded individual. Probably the Honorable Prime Minister and Rashtrapati ji, they felt they needed somebody of his ability and caliber to Jharkhand, they gave him. So it is not about election politics or some arrangement or some maneuvering. That's how I will see. They were needed at different points of time for India's growth story, and they are there in different parts of the country, sir.
The BJP has also put you in charge of elections in Karnataka. Is that an endorsement of your style of functioning in Tamil
Uh,
Nadu?
Now, Karnataka, sir, if you see, I don't know why party end of the day when party chief tells us like Karyakarta, we obey it, we go and do our work there. But having said it, Karnataka is a state with a lot of senior leadership, multiple MLAs, we have multiple chief ministers in Karnataka BJP, and it's a very well organized, very well run, a very organizationally strong party. And for the elections, we have Dharmendra Pradhanji, who's our in charge, then Manshukh Mandavyaji, another co-in charge. For me, I would see Karnataka election as a learning for me, working with stalwarts, working with Yadurappa ji, working with other great leaders, and working with leaders like Dharmendra Pradhan ji. I would say it's a big learning for me to understand how a campaign is run, understand the issues that come during the election time, to understand how you plan the election time. Though we are in power, and it is the election for us, test for us, where people want us to account our performance and come back to power. Though I agree, but end of the day, the election management for 3 4 months itself is a big learning curve. That's how I will say it, sir. As a Karyakarta, I hope and pray that I will do my best and make sure, along with other leaders, help BJP Karnataka to win this election.
Last two questions. Again, there's a perception that the BJP in Tamil Nadu, because of its aggressive Hindutva style of politics, they accuse the party of politicizing everything, giving a communal color to every issue. Do you think that's fair?
I don't think it's fair, sir. One, with respect to the Hindutva itself, I have a problem with the way people define Hindutva. If you ask me as Annamalai, what is Hindutva for me, I would say it's all encompassing. It is taking everybody along. If you are rightly observed, sir, in the last 1 year, BJP Tamil Nadu has hosted a iftar party where we invited all our Muslim brothers and sisters. And on behalf of the party, we hosted a iftar for them. And the Christmas also, we celebrated as a Samattuva Christmas. We invited all religion. We celebrated Christmas as a party. So I don't believe in exclusion. Exclusion doesn't work in a state of Tamil Nadu or in India also. It's the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister's the way of life. It's all inclusive. Take everybody along. But the other political parties don't have anything worthwhile to present to the public. They keep accusing BJP as a Hindu party, BJP as a Hindutva party, without even understanding the encompassing term of Hindutva. If you ask me personally and the party also, we are all inclusive. Everybody should sail along. Everybody should sail with us. It's a country that is absolutely heterogeneous. So many languages, culture, and if you cross 50 kilometer, the way people eat a food is different. Way people eat, people put their dress is different. So it's all inclusive.
Giving a communal color for many issues.
That is one style of Congress. From appeasement politics, the country is shifting towards an all inclusive politics. It is Congress which for last 50 60 years have done this exclusionary politics, created this internal vote banks here and there. They were doing all kinds of drama. When Modi ji is trying to take everybody along, suddenly they are trying to give a color to us that we are exclusive in nature. That people aren't buying this theory. That is why if you see a state of Goa with 26% Christian population, we are coming to power. If you look at the northeastern states with a significant Christian population, we are coming to power. So I don't buy that theory, sir. Slowly, the country people are also understanding the shift from an exclusionary politics to inclusive politics.
Without an alliance with a regional party, Dravidian parties, any of the Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu, would you say the BJP can't fight alone now?
We are in 2023 at this point of time. The alliance is not only about winning elections or BJP trying to store its strength. Alliance is about trying to project to our country people that a lot of parties buy our Modi ji's way of life, Modi ji's thinking. And a party like ADMK is sailing with us from Tamil Nadu for the last few years, supporting us on key issues, Article 370, the farmer bill, everything they're supporting us. It is everything in alliance. We don't see it as elections or combination of arithmetic where 1 plus 2 gets added to 3. You all know in election analytics 1 plus 2 is never 3. 1 plus 2 is more than 5 because you bring chemistry to it. So at this point of time, we want to bring a lot of people to our thinking, to a lot of people to our combined ideology of the country, where the country should go, the new India and everything. So I wouldn't necessarily say BJP is an alliance because BJP can't win elections in Tamil Nadu, so they're combining with somebody. At this point of time, no, that is not the impression we are trying to give. The impression that we are trying to give to the Tamil people is a lot of people are buying this new India, buying Narendra Modi's vision for our country, so we are sailing together. Yes, of course, the elections come, election go. Every party is responsible for fighting it out, winning seats in an election. That's a different ball game. 2024, 2026. When time comes, we will see, sir, how the election strategy will pan out. But alliance are not necessarily to show that only if we combine we will win elections. I don't think that is right, sir.
While you have personally often opposed imposition of Hindi, when it comes to issues that enjoy popular demand in Tamil Nadu, for example, exemption from NEET, you don't support that. Do you think that's required to win the hearts and minds of people in the state?
Sir, two things, sir. One, of course, I'm a Tamilian. I'm a very proud Tamilian, no doubt about that. And many of us here, and Prime Minister Modi ji also says that it is your mother tongue which should come first. That is the proper way of running this country, proper way of telling people that you all matter in this country. That is number one, sir. Number two, I fundamentally believe NEET is important for Tamil Nadu because I come from a small village with about 30 40 houses. I remember I've cleared multiple exams, a state level entrance examination, then a CAT examination, then I cleared a UPSC civil service examination. Now I'm in a political party. So I understand when you're coming at that level, of course you got to fight it out. Sometimes system is against you, but still you fight it out with your hard work, you win and come out. But you take exams out of it, you say that this exam is not there, and all of you go by a common whatever the model that Tamil Nadu government is proposing. It'll be a big disservice to the merit itself, sir. Merit always has to combine with social justice. A merit based exam without social justice is nonsensical. If you look at all the exams, including NEET, it's a merit based exam combined with social justice. So when DMK faults NEET for not carrying social justice, it is absolutely wrong. Social justice is inbuilt into NEET.
Even your ally, the AIADMK, wants that.
Of course, we have a lot of disagreements. If ADMK and BJP are agreement on all points, then both the parties will merge together and become a single party. Of course, ADMK doesn't believe in a three language formula. We believe in a three language formula. We believe Tamil students should learn multiple languages. In fact, four, five, six. The more languages you know, it is better. And we believe neat kind of examination, when the syllabus is tinkered to the central level syllabus, it is very important that NEET should be there in Tamil Nadu, because the quality, the merit and social justice both are combined. So these are something which we believe is right for Tamil Nadu. That is why we support NEET. Anything we believe is not right for Tamil Nadu, BJP would be the first party to oppose, sir.
If I can ask you one more question. The perception that the BJP in Tamil Nadu is hyperactive on social media, but on the ground, you have to cover a lot yet.
Sir, if you look at Arvind Kejriwal or any other person, now normally when a party is growing from 2% to 5% to 20%, it is all the perception that comes first. Then comes the organization metal. And of course, 72% of Tamil Nadu population is on social media. So we wear it as a badge of honor that BJP is the number one party in Tamil Nadu in social media, because the votes will get translated later. It's a matter of time. When you go to a booth committee, when you meet the same person, also the same person you are meeting in social media. So this concept of politics have changed. It is not the 1980 or 1970. Everybody you got to meet with the bill of notice. You got to give them a bill and they will vote for you. So this new thing, Arvind Kejriwal, if you look at it, whatever success he has got in Delhi, he came to power first. The organization came second. Of course, he couldn't replicate the same model in Gujarat or other parts of India, sir. So I would believe, yes, organizationally we are growing fast. But since Tamil Nadu state, you all know, you are a very senior reporter, Samji, it is a narrative based state. A lot of narratives are in play every time. Hindi, three language formula, this, that. So when it is a narrative based state, a lot of things have to go in the social media, because people need to get educated. So BJP is very active in the social media, because we are trying to get our narratives to the common man to understand this is important for you. So we are in a batch of honor that we are the number one probably party in Tamil Nadu that is very good in social media presence. Of course, the organization metal is ramping up fast, because you're competing with parties that have got 5 times they were sitting in chief ministers. One party is 6 times chief ministership. As a party, the history of, we had 4 MLAs in 2001. We are 4 MLAs now. We had 4 MPs at different points of time. This kind of party competing with bigger parties itself is a big organizational challenge. We are reaching there, sir.
Let's close with with a note on the elections. What would victory in this or defeat in this mean for the BJP?
Victory in this would make sure that DMK course corrects itself. They have to course correct a lot of things. Probably it will be like pain in them. So this one MLA is not going to change the government. The government is not going to fall. We all know it. A defeat in this also, we know how the elections are being conducted in Tamil Nadu now at this point of time. And it requires a lot of serious discussion among the common man with respect to how do you want to face election. What is the impact of money power we can allow? What is the impact of muscle power we can allow? Now, if you go to Erode East, you see people getting locked up in cages. 1,000 people, 500 people getting 1,000 rupees per day, which we call the Patti model here. Will this kind of democracy is the future of Tamil Nadu? Will 1,000 rupee per vote is the future of Tamil Nadu? So this election would be a important election for people like you, as a very important critic of democracy, to understand where democracy is going. So you will have a lot of points to take it from there to discuss. I hope and pray that we come on this side, not on that side. We come on the winning side. That is my hope, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Annamalai, for your time. Always joy speaking to you. That was Mr. K. Annamalai, the BJP president, talking to us amid the Erode East bypoll. In Erode with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find the TV.